Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of Arma 3 Crime and Punishment. We're going to make a start on building this scenario. So, I've got here a blank map on Malden. The reason I've picked Malden is because it's a nice medium-sized map. I usually find Stratus has got too few locations, and Altus is, well, Altus. It's friggin' massive. So what we're going to do is we're going to build on Malden. We're going to use this as our sort of test area for things and get this thing largely set up. So this first episode, you're going to see a lot of jump cutting. Also, I'm going to be recording without a towel over my head like I usually do, so you might hear a bit of a difference in the microphone. Sorry about that, but I'm not sitting with a towel over my head for 3 or 4 hours in the Australian summer. Anyway, so there'll be a lot of jump cutting around because these first few videos I'm going to be doing up a lot of script for the basic setup for this thing. Anyway, so the first things that I want to get set up is I want to set up a system for criminals to gain experience by committing crimes. And I also want to be able to use that same system to tell police players when a crime has happened. So basically what I want to do is I'm going to pop down a couple of playable units just so I can test things with them. Let's just do things out here in the open where it's easy. Okay. And a lot of this is going to be written in SQF scripts, so I'm going to need to save the game. So now that I've done that, it'll allow me to open up in my file explorer here, do Crime and Punishment Malden. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up here. We're going to make a file called description.txt. And what I'm going to be doing here is I'm actually going to be making the setup for functions. Is it HPP? No, I don't think it's HPP. Hang on. I've made an error already, but that's okay because I'm just going to steal from another one of my things how I've got this set up. So it's functions.txt, and I'm going to steal my little functions folder from this life ripoff that I might pick up another day. Maybe we'll turn that into another series, is rebuilding my Arma 3 life ripoff. But for now, that's going to be fine like that. And we're also going to steal from my Arma 3 life, we're going to steal my functions here. Alright. Okay, so the way that the functions thing works is we rip all this out. Actually, I'll keep crime because I'm keeping crime. So we get rid of all of these things, and basically this sets up the details for how our functions will work. So once we've finished making a function, we'll drop them into here as class whatever it is, and then the file goes into here as a SQF file. The advantage of doing things in functions is it basically means that we don't have to pre-compile it every time it runs, which saves you on performance when you start calling functions a lot. The downside, of course, is that we can't do them at runtime. So while we're doing all our testing here, we're actually going to do it in an SQF. So what we're going to do is we're going to go commit crime.sqf, and we're going to use this to basically be a general thing that you can commit, that'll trigger when you commit a crime. So what we're going to need is we're going to need 2 logics to store this stuff in. We're going to need... Actually, no, we're only going to need 1. We're going to need global crimes storage. Alright, so, I might not even need to have it as a logic now that I'm thinking about it. But for purposes of me testing in a non-dedicated server environment, I might just keep it like this. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna not. I've decided I won't. So I'll probably just cut that whole bit, but whatever. So what we're going to do is we're also going to add in a SQF called init. And I'm going to use this one just to... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to... Okay, so I'm going to use a bit of a programming concept called encapsulation here. I'm going to put my variables in a different script to the one that gets called when the mission starts. So, init vars, for now will be this. Once I got this done, and it's all functional, I'll probably set it to a call and move it into functions. So, what we're going to do is going to be global crimes equals an empty array. Why is that? Actually, that should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to call it global crimes. And that's basically what we'll do for now. Once this mission's a bit more set up, I will be adding in functions to load this from a save file somewhere, but we'll get into that when we get into that. For now, we just want to get the basic things set up. So, got that. All right, commit crime. So, when we call this, what we'll do is we will feed it 3 things, I think. So, committer with the name of the unit that's committed this crime, crime type, and the location. So this means I can feed the location of the crime, who committed it, and what type of crime it was. That should be all I need to feed, because the rest of it I can work out myself. So time equals, and now I'm going to pull up my Arma 3 scripting here, and I think what we need is date. Yep, so that'll give me the date. All right, so time equals date. That should be all we need to do. So then what we do is we go if is server, then we add it to global crime stats. I believe what we also need to do is we need to go public variable. Let me just check that I've got that right, which we've done right. Also, I'm going to be wrapping this in if is server, because we only want the server to be setting these. Alright, so if is server, we're going to go global crimes append an array, and we're actually going to I'm going to make sure that I've got this right, so I'm going to put it in a way that is easy to read for me here, which will have in it committer, crime type, location, and time. And that should be all I need to do for that for now. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it adds 2 arrays together. So what I will need to do is I'll need to add that so that I'm adding an array with only this in it into the global crimes. So therefore, it'll give you a list of crimes in chronological order from when the server is told about them. Else, if you're not the server, we're going to need to send this same function to the server using remote exec. And, there we go, 0, 2 is the server. Okay, so we'll go remote execute feeding committer crime type and location back into this function, which we will just for now be calling, yeah, this is going to be annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, because setting this up so that it'll call the SQF script using execvm is going to be annoying. So I just want to make sure that this all works, and then if it works, then I can just run it straight into a function, because this isn't a very complicated thing. Okay, so if I go with okay, that gives us no errors. Good. So now let's check what global crimes is. Test 1, jaywalking at this location. I think I pressed enter twice. Oh no, I didn't. No, that's the time. So 2035 in June 24th at 12:00. All right, cool. So that works. Okay, cool. So that works. All right, so what we'll do is we'll just convert this one into a function. So we will drag this one into here. We'll go fn commit crime and then back up to here. Alright, so now if we hit back, it'll reload the mission from the file. We go, instead of going with what we did before, what we'll do instead is we'll go call crime function commit crime. Okay, alright, so I worked out what my problem was. It's because I'm an idiot. In my description ext, I did something wrong. So let's bounce out of here, all the way out, way back. Yes, there we go, okay. So, fix that problem because I wasn't including my things correctly. Alright, cool, so that's working now, which means that when we go into, whoopsie daisies, that's not what I wanted, let's get that one back in there. So now, if we go into here, we can go into commit crime, we can uncomment this one, and now we're all set. Oh, I needed to make that 2 though. So basically what this will do is this will go, okay, I need to remote execute this on the server if I'm not the server. Otherwise, if you are the server, it'll do this. Might even, just to save tiniest bit of processing power, pop this section inside that if statement so that everyone doesn't generate a time and a crime when they don't need to. Hey guys, post-processing Cyrus here. Thanks for watching this first episode. Let me know in the comments if this is the kind of thing that you're interested in. Should I do more? Should I do more jump cuts? Or would you perhaps like me to do all the scripting and then go back and like walk you through how I've done it instead of like doing it live like I've done today? I'm kind of experimenting with this to see how it goes. I'm trying to fix the mic issues. The big issue I've got is that the noise in my new room is quite echoey, and you can probably tell whenever I've got the game running, my graphics card likes to run its fans really high, as opposed to when I've got the scripts open where it's not running them at all. So I'm working on ways to sort of muffle that sound for you. For now, we're just going to live with it because it's summertime and I don't really have the option of putting a towel over my computer while it's running. I mean, yeah, no, that's not an option. Anyway, if you liked it, click like, click subscribe. Am I supposed to tell you to smash something? I don't know. Everyone's saying smash things. Smash the subscribe, like, and button the Facebook, Twitters, share. Thanks.